two shut the fuck up?
Did I piss on my foot or is that snow?
It's snowy out.
Look at my toes.
Oh, you probably pissed on.
Smell it, Hyatt.
No, don't.
Hey, everybody, welcome back
To music and mayhem.
to Music and Mayhem with Black Tooth Grin.
That's right.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
I'm Jeremy from Black Tooth
all
Grin.
right.
I play the guitar.
Who's this guy?
I'm Justin from Black Tooth Grins.
Yeah, all right.
He plays the sitar.
I'm the quiet one.
Who's that guy?
I'm Hyatt.
Jesus.
Hi, Hyatt.
I just do stuff. I sweep the floor for Black Tooth Grin.
I put Waters on the stage. Lou, why don't you say who you are? I just spoiled it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll lose.
I spoiled the
I'd have
plot.
been so much happier if you were like, I'm Ryan.
Oh, Joe fucking Jesus Christ.
do it.
All right.
This is our first one of 2020, 2025.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me.
Fucking auctioneer. What are we selling?
2023, 2023.
You get a quarter
damn.
of beer in me, dude, and I'm fucked off.
What is it? What day is it? Is it
I don't
day
fucking know.
day 3 of 2023? Whatever the fuck you.
Day 2?
Day 2.
Yeah, party in the back. Make some noise.
Party in the back. We got party in the back. It's
Pretty in the back.
pretty in the back.
Party in the back.
How's that microphone? Say something.
Hello, how you guys doing?
All right, that was fine.
Sounds good.
Yeah, all right.
I can hear you. Not as loudly as I'd like, but I can hear you.
Well, crank it up, fucker.
Crank it up. You got the fucking knobs. I
That's
don't even
fine.
know where the
It's
knobs
fine.
do.
I don't know.
There's only 2 of them.
Yeah. How was your New Year's, boys?
Quietly uneventful.
Did you drink anything?
I drank beer and some rock stars, and
Fuck
We
yeah.
partied and constructioned
yes, we've been building.
simultaneously.
Fuck
How was
yeah,
your
dude.
New Year?
Good. Watch Boise State get their ass kicked.
Disappointing game.
Drank some
Disappointing.
cranberry Sprite. Got real crazy.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Worked on a
That's-
puzzle. Actually, it was a lot of fun. Watched Trading Places.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
Love
Jeremy?
that fucking movie.
Jeremy, do you
What?
remember how well you can do the scene from Trading Places where he's got the turkey leg in his fucking trench coat thing? Dan Aykroyd, and he's walking out, and he's all fucking blah, blah, blah.
All he says is Winthorpe, and
Yeah.
he turns and goes, "Mwah."
Such a good movie.
Dan Aykroyd, one of my favorite Dan Aykroyd movies.
Yep.
Yep. How about you? What'd you do for New Year?
I drank a lot of Rumplemints, and
Gross. What are
Yeah.
you, 15?
yes, and I had a beer. And
I went to bed at 7:30.
no, I made it till like 12:30, and then I
Me
drank.
too. Fuck.
Then I
12,
drank
15.
I drank a cup of champagne, and then that tipped me right over.
We didn't even
was
get
it.
any champagne around
cup?
this piece.
Not a glass.
No.
A cup.
The solo cup.
We're old and tired around
I
this
picture like an
motherfucker.
orange fucking Tupperware cup my mom used to have
hell
of
yeah.
champagne.
I would have drank out of that had I had one.
Tupperware cup of champagne.
You know, fancy.
It's hard to be first class when you're white trash. You know?
Roach glass.
Roach
baby.
glass. Yeah, so I did that.
That's fun.
Yep.
We watched the Puerto Rican New Year's at about like 9, and then the fireworks went off and shit, and we were like,
Oh, we watched some George Carlin first.
Oh, we did watch
and
Carlin.
we played Uno Attack, the game that shoots you in the eye with Uno cards.
There's
What?
oh, dude. Yep, there's a new
we
Uno
decided
game.
that if we were all Mexican sitting around the table, we'd call it one.
Yeah.
You guys,
Well, yeah.
you guys want to play one?
You guys want to play one?
I do.
It's fun.
We should play it right now.
It's fun to play one.
We'll play it right now. It'll get really quiet until we yell Uno or ouch.
Oh, no, that game is so cutthroat and ruthless. We are just awful to each other when we play it.
I want to know more about this thing it's shooting a card at your eyes.
Well, it's Uno Attack is what it's called, and it's a machine like a card shuffler is what it looks like.
I don't think I like it.
It's motorized, and it should shoot a random amount of cards out, but it always shoots 8 to 10.
You've played Uno. You're aware of
Yeah,
this
oh,
game.
yeah. Oh,
you
yeah. I played it before.
Instead of drawing one card, you have to push the button on the machine.
And it goes, woo,
Oh,
and it adds the stress as you
And it also-
start sweating.
it goes wop, wop, wop. And I find that wildly offensive.
Yeah, it was.
I'm very
it
offended.
was
I know.
pretty nice.
Especially,
Really?
and it says wop, wop, wop.
You're offended after all the Irish shit. You fucking did say, fuck you.
Never did he ever use a derogatory name.
Yeah. No,
For
I never
Irish
called
people.
you. Let's change
You
the
didn't
subject.
say it.
I about
You
fucked.
never said it.
No, but it was implied. Heavily.
You say
implied.
tomato, I say fuck you. You know what I mean?
I know.
I know if pale face is what I would call doing Irish accents. Oh, Jesus Christ, look at him. He's pale face. He's white facing it.
Yeah.
Sunburned face.
Even.
I love when I get emails about from YouTube saying we have to restrict your episode. Happens quite frequently. Do you get them, Stacy? Yeah. Oh, they're awesome.
We have to restrict it because one of you motherfuckers keeps making Irish
Yeah,
jokes.
you guys can't go 30 seconds without saying fuck, and that's normal though. In
Wait,
our
do
lives,
they restrict so nobody gets to watch it? Is that what you're saying?
no, you have to be 18. They just put a warning on it.
No, that makes it more appealing.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
appalling.
Fuck, shit, asshole.
Just have to do the intro and then sit there sweating for 30 seconds while you're
100%,
trying not
dude.
to say fuck.
Yeah.
You guys make any New Year's resolutions?
Nope.
No, I never do. I'm always disappointed in myself when I'm resolute.
I'm just gonna try not to be so fat. I'm gonna try to.
Yeah?
Seriously, yeah. Jesus, I gotta slim down a little bit. So I'm gonna give that a go.
So are you going to quit liking cheeseburgers?
Yep.
No, you
that's a-
won't. That's
can't
impossible.
Well, I'm still gonna like them. I'm just gonna stop eating them.
I'm
so
told
much.
you're supposed
That's like
to
me and
throw one of
cocaine.
the
I
buns
like
away.
it. I just
Yeah,
can't.
it's the. Yeah. It's the quantity.
I'm gonna try to quit getting off work at like 1 o'clock every day when Jeremy gets off work.
Fuck, I got that same problem.
Yeah.
Because I work here in the yard, and then he gets here and starts ripping back and forth on mini bikes and shit. And I'm like a kid sitting in a classroom staring out the window, and he's like, "Wee!" And I'm like, "Well, I don't want to sit here and keep working."
Wait a minute, is he really like we?
Oh, all the time. Yeah.
You're in there working, and all you hear is,
Yeah. Every afternoon. Every afternoon he comes.
I fucking believe it, dude. I fucking believe it.
Every afternoon he comes prancing through the shop, cracking beers open, like I'm gonna go jam.
yeah.
That's why you have employees, though, right?
Well, no, I got it. I don't.
You actually have to work.
Well, all of the employees also want to go crack beers and fucking wee.
Maybe you guys should start earlier.
I don't want anybody to be lonely out there.
Oh, that's a good employer right there is what that
He
is.
really is. So
It's
you
a-
hiring?
It's an entrepreneur.
Just so you know, I need to be off by 1 so I can jam and ride mini bikes
ride
if
mini
you're cool with
bikes.
that. Yeah, and I'm probably only going to show up like once a week.
I know.
Right.
I'm so fucking spoiled working in the trades. I should be having to drywall for 12 or 14 hours a day, and I don't need to do that anymore.
Yeah, you saved
I
your
did that
time.
shit for 20 years, 12, 14-hour days, and then just the older you get, the more your boss. I've worked for the same guy for a quarter of a century.
I'm just surprised he.
That's
That's
shocking.
fucking
actually.
loyalty, dude.
Yeah, I'm surprised, dude. That's because drywall sucks. I don't care who you are.
I mean, it's fine. It's
It's terrible.
it's fucking drywall.
I had to chisel a little bit of fucking drywall mud off the floor today because I was doing a mud bench at work, and I'm chiseling this fucker off, and I'm like, fucking drywall.
Just ended up breaking
Just that
down.
much of it. I
You
hate.
should see the house I'm currently having to do. It's here in Caldwell, luckily. I had like fucking 5 minutes from here. I'm at the house I'm doing.
yeah.
But it was built at the turn of the century. So we're talking early 1900s, and it's all fucking lath and plaster, and nothing lines up. And it's been vacant for 3 years. So the good news is all of the neighborhood cats decided this is the fucking spot. So it smells like that fucking that
I get
acrid,
it.
terrible fucking cat. And you tear a panel off, and there's just nothing but black mold.
Oh, fun.
And you're like, well, I probably should have made a better choice in life earlier. That would have kept me from having to fucking tear drywall.
Should have listened to my guidance counselor.
I should have listened to my fucking dad. Cheers to the old man who tried to tell me, boy, you do not want to do drywall.
Yeah, yes, I do.
No, I want a paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah, you went about it all wrong, but
Nah, fuck.
it's okay. It's okay. Blacktooth's doing good.
Blacktooth's doing great.
Yeah, we're starting to make a little bit of money out there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Little tiny little itty bitty baby bit, but we're making some.
It's the littlest.
We've been
That's
working
all
on
that
it.
matters.
We've been working on a Christmas present for Blacktooth.
Hell yeah. Talk about it, boys.
We've been building a real studio, like a
we
real
can't-
one.
Can't even call it a jam room anymore. You have to say we go into the studio.
Are we going to come up with a fancy name for it?
Yeah, we have to.
Okay.
Something like Phil did for Down with his Nosferatu's lair. We need something fucking dope like that, you know?
The tootharium.
The Toothateria.
The tooth decay.
The Toothatarium.
Fuck yeah, dude. A toothache.
The Cave Tooth Point oh.
Tooth decay.
Oh my
But,
fucking
yeah,
god.
we chopped a big hole in the wall and put a window in between. That's about as far as we got. We painted it.
Does the
real
window
pretty.
open? I haven't got to see it yet.
Fuck.
No,
no.
we're waiting on the big reveal.
No,
we
it's
thought
a window.
we thought it'd
These
be-
boys haven't seen it yet. Justin and Lou have not seen it yet.
so we've been
Hyatt
joking.
and
We've been
Stacey
joking.
and I have been fucking firing off drywall. And
We've been
paint.
joking all week like it's a reality show. Like our team's only got 24 hours left till the big reveal. Are you guys ready to see your new jam room?
Do you burnouts want to see your new jam room?
Oh, yeah.
I was so excited,
Driver,
though.
move that tour van.
I was so excited, though. In our group Blacktooth message, I'm like, yeah, I'll be bringing out some monitors. And Hyatt's like, you fucking leave them at home, dude.
Yeah,
They're going to be in the way.
We haven't made it that far yet, no.
I still brought them.
Well, the jam room side's comfortable and playable, but the ground control room is still just in shambles.
In progress, yeah.
In shambles.
Well, I'm excited, dude. Here in about 40 minutes, I'll get to see it.
You will.
Yeah. So what else is going on? We got some stuff here. Look how professional we are with our little notes.
Did you guys get anything fun for Christmas you want to brag about?
Not a ton of fun stuff, but
No.
cool shit. Yeah. I got this rad shirt I'm wearing under here that says No Balance instead of New Balance
Fuck yeah.
due to my shoulder crash. I got that.
I see you're not wearing your fucking... Are you fully
Fuck a
recovered?
sling, dude. No, I only wore that for like 3 days.
Yeah, fuck off. What'd you
And
get?
no, I'm not
What'd you get for Christmas?
I got this cool hoodie.
Nice.
yeah.
I got a fucking big muff pedal for my other project.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, pretty excited about that shit.
Oh, see, so now you're into the Big Muffin.
Yeah, fuck.
That is my all-time favorite pedal ever.
Yeah.
Big Muff.
Yep.
For life. I have like 5 different variations of the Big Muff out there and 3 that I've made.
Fucking A.
So
yeah, so I'm
we'll
excited
fi-
about that.
Let's throw a Big Muff on your rig and just get fucking
I've
stupid.
never been super effect pedal guy.
You've
you know?
never been a
Yeah,
pedal-oriented
just
fella.
straight
Yeah.
up.
So keep your ears out for some new Blacktooth material that's going to have Lou playing some Big Muff on his bass. It's going to be nasty.
It's going to be fun, dude.
Nasty.
And maybe if you guys will let me, dude, I'll get to play like a little bit.
A little bit of bass
like a
with
little,
a Big Muff?
like a little guitar.
No.
Like
like a
li-
small,
like a-
tiny guitar.
Yeah, like a
small
little-
like a ukulele.
Yeah, like a little itty bitty one, like this, and like a foot long. But do like some rhythm on it, here and there.
Well, fuck yeah, let's do
Well, I
every...
think it would be fun.
Well, we have a studio now, so we're not on somebody
Yeah.
else's dime. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
I
You
did
guys
get
are getting
something
the
really
most
cool.
experimental Blacktooth album on its way.
Fuck yeah! I did get a really cool guitar tuner that is like all electronic. You put it on the tuning key, and it tells you what string
Yeah,
to be
little
on.
clip on,
and then you fucking strum the string, and it goes whip 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 whip, and it fucking tunes it and stops it when it's in tune on its own.
What? It's just on the
fucking-
tuning key?
You put it on the tuning key like a fucking string winder, right? Like a string winder, but it's a little box, and you hold it on the fucking deal, and it will automatically change to the next fucking string as you go through it, and it just literally goes whoop 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 whoop, and it tunes that fucker and bing, and as soon as it's tuned, you go to the next fucking string.
That's like that Gibson fucking robot tuner I have on the back of that Les Paul out there. Mm-hmm. I tried it for about a year. I left it on there. And then one day couldn't find the little E string because I had it tuned to C, and it went fucking B and just snapped the fucking string off of it. And I was like, okay, we're done with that. I literally in a box have that robot. I fucking yanked them off and threw a set of Grovers on there.
Yeah.
Fuck that robot tuner.
I
It
get
was
that.
cool to watch
Do you
that
like
thing
it?
work, though.
No, literally, you could just pick it up from the wall and hit standard tuning, and it would go
Yeah,
turn all the
I've seen
shit.
that. This kind of is the
Fuck
same
that
thing,
thing.
but it's one string at a time, and you have control over it. You just take it off of the fucking tuning key. Because it did do that
It goes
to me.
rogue. And just
Yeah, it did that to me the other day because I programmed in the Blacktooth tuning and was tuning one of my electric guitars, trying to fucking play that, and it didn't know where to go with it. And it actually just basically tuned it down so far the string about fell out of the fucking tuning key. So, yeah.
CGC
But
FAD.
that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technology.
That's fun.
It's like a
What about you, Hi-Hat?
I
Did you get any fun stuff?
I just had a great. I don't know. I got to hang out with a lot of people that I gave a shit about.
That's the
and that
best
was-
Yeah, we had a
that was the most
dope-ass
important
Christmas.
part. Yeah, it was. It was
Cheers.
really, really
we had
cool.
a dope ass Christmas party in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we kind of had the agreement not to spend a bunch of money on each other this year.
Yeah,
because
so did we, but that kind of went right out the fucking window.
Yeah. Nicole actually listened to me for once where I was like, don't you fucking dare, because she just took me to Maui for 2 weeks. So
Right.
Yeah.
I kind of don't really want her to spend any more money.
I guess my invitation for that must have got lost in the
No, I sent it to you, but it
I
was
keep-
to one of
you
your
didn't
old
get yours
addresses.
either?
What, you didn't get one either?
No. I thought maybe it got lost.
Well, mostly it's because I don't like you guys.
Well, that's true.
Hyatt?
Hawaii, more like Hawaii.
Yep. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, so you've got a question on here about your favorite style of recording.
Me?
Oh well, just
Well,
technology.
Hi-Hat's got one.
Yeah, just technology and music. Like
We're
what
talking
we were
about
just
recording
talking about
studio,
with the,
yeah.
with the tuners and stuff. Yeah, we're doing a bunch of shopping, trying to figure out what and how.
Yeah.
I was just gonna go marketplace $100 stuff. But I assume the end result will end up better if you do with all the new technology, Bluetooth.
It will, but the cool thing is the mixing board recording device that I'm picking up tomorrow is analog though, so that's fucking rad.
Nice.
It'll sound good.
I mean, back in the day, they used to put it on really expensive tape, and so no matter what your take sounded like, it's like, well, I hope it doesn't suck that bad because you're keeping it.
Yeah, I have a bitchin' reel-to-reel,
Nice.
but I don't know how to cut tape. You have to cut it and put it back together.
If it were up to me, everything would be 2-inch tape. Fucking one microphone in the room. Everybody's ooh la 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 ooh la la. But I mean, we have the technology to just. Dude. Recording studio for me is my second favorite place to play music.
Yeah.
Second only to live on the stage. Because when you're in the studio, you're like, well, fucking, what if we tried hitting the side of a dumpster with a fucking aluminum baseball bat and recorded that and looped it? How cool would that sound? And then you try it and it sounds really, really cool. Like, studio's the shit, man. You can figure out whatever. Sometimes we get limited when you go in to record. You're like, well, I can't reproduce that live. Fuck that. Who cares? You do a live version of it. You know what I mean? Like,
what I'm curious to see that happens when we record our own album. This will be the first one, and we've talked about doing it since day one of like, we should just record our own.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've grown enough now and understand the technology of it to do it. But
we have had some great engineers do our albums in the past.
Yep. And what I'm curious about though is like, we always vibe better in our own like space,
just less
in our
pressure.
own room.
That was a big point Hyatt was making
comfort.
too.
Yeah, just less stress, less pressure.
Yeah.
You don't have to go set your kid up somewhere else and worry that you're on somebody else's time.
Yeah, and you get used to the sound of your own like studio or jam room. You get used to that sound. You get used to
Well, and you feel more open
Just
to
you-
try 100 different things because you're like, well, fuck it. If I move that mic 3 feet this way, what's that gonna sound like? Let's try, and you can just.
Well, we've never had to pay a lot of money to be recorded, which is nice.
No,
but there
we've
are
always had
there are
really good-
bands out there that go out and pay thousands and thousands of dollars for one song. So I feel like that puts more of a business end into the music, into what they're doing, because you're on the time clock, man. You're
Well, and you pay that kind of money and you get a very sterile, perfect recording.
Yeah.
And if that's what you're after, fucking awesome, man. Good for you. But I've always hated how sterile some music feels when the word is overproduced. When you just fuck with it too much and now it's too clean and there's no finger squeaking on the guitar strings between notes and there's, you know what I mean? Shit like that.
Well, and it's just another item to stack on top of that debate with technology and what is necessary. Is it necessary to go, give somebody $1,500 to record you 5 songs or is technology coming up, to where you can probably
I think
damn
it's
near do it
worth
on your iPhone?
an engineer's time knowing what it takes if you can get that sound. But trying to convey, I think that goes back to what you're saying about building our own studio.
Yeah.
To convey an idea of a sound you hear in your head to somebody else is all but impossible.
Yep.
I always liked how we were able to take what we sounded like on stage and make that really close to how we sounded on CD.
Yep. One thing I liked that was pretty generic,
Like Jimmy said, not overproduced.
Yeah.
or that was pretty not generic. What's the word I'm looking for? It was pretty organic. In one of our albums that we did is when at the beginning of, I think it's maybe the beginning of Swine, I can't remember, but when you were fucking with Maddox's dog,
Hugging on a landmine.
and hugging on a landmine, and he's fucking. That's really our.
I was like,
buddy, our guy that recorded us, that's his fucking dog.
Brian, do you care if I
Attacking
stick a
your
microphone in this
feet.
dog's face? Look at him. He makes a cool noise. Rah, 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 rah. And I was like, that's the way you start a fucking song. Look at that thing. It makes a rad sound.
Yeah, he had the weirdest growl for a pit bull.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
He was a boy.
Oh, red nose. Fucking.
Yeah.
He was a
boy.
Oh, he's a boy.
He's a goodest boy.
No, dude, I think that's the thing about studio that's missing a lot is you go in. Don't get me wrong. I think when you show up to the studio, and especially when you have an engineer you're paying to be there and record your stuff, you shouldn't be writing your songs in the studio. You should show up ready to record your parts, know your shit. Dude, stuff takes a few takes. We're not all
You
one
shouldn't
take.
feel rushed either. Like, I know we've been in situations before where, like, one of us was ready to fucking go, or
Yeah.
you're like, God, I've been here all day. Well, it's a lot easier to be there all day when you're in your own surroundings, man.
Absolutely.
You're in
Yeah.
your area. So to me, that's pretty bitchin'.
Well, and sometimes the ability to fucking walk away from a project and shed old ears and put new ears on and come
Yep.
back. Dude, I found that to be the most beneficial thing ever when making music.
Yeah.
You can't find the part. The tone's not right. I want this specific sound. I'm not finding it. You got to fuck off for a minute.
Yeah.
Come back in 5 to go smoke. Come back 5:10 and try it again. And usually you find the answer. And to be able to do that at home is certainly a whole lot fucking even like this. Technically, we've built a recording studio right here in this lounge for this
Yeah,
podcast.
Exactly.
I mean,
There's a spot in Unholy where there's a jam break, and I think it was Dealey that recorded that
Fallout.
one.
That was
Yeah.
Fallout. Yep.
And
No, Dealey didn't do Fallout.
Yeah, Dealey did Fallout.
Are you sure? I
Yeah.
thought that was
That was our first one. So he did that, and then Maddox did
I
the
thought
next
that was
3.
Weaver.
No, Weaver did our
Scarred Soldier.
Scarred Soldier and that little EP thing we did that it has never been released or sold. We did a little like 6-song EP deal. But it had, I believe
was
it
so
had,
long
might have
ago.
had Unholy on it.
I think it had a few songs from Fallout on it.
Yeah, it had 11 Seconds and a couple other songs that went on to Fallout. But that was like a little EP,
That's
just a
right.
little,
I'm remembering
just a little
now.
handout.
Yeah. Holy shit, that was so long ago.
But there was a spot in that song where we come to that jam break, and I'd never done it the same way twice. And so I didn't know what I was going to do.
yeah.
And what I kept coming up with, I didn't like it. And finally, Dealey's like, okay, look, I'm going to get some fucking dinner. So here's the button to record it. If you don't like it,
remember that.
here's this button to get rid of it and start again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fucking thank you. And once he left, I'm like, felt no pressure. And I'm like, okay, fucking.
Well,
I
and to
got
be
this.
given that sort of like, no, I hate it, delete it. No, I hate it, delete it. And then you get the one you like, and you're like, fuck yeah, dude, that didn't cost anybody a whole night's worth.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get some fucking dinner. You push the button. That's
Yep.
brilliant producing of music.
Yeah.
Honestly, like you fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yep. And the good thing is now we're going to be set up that one of us can run out and hit the button during practice when we're writing songs and not lose some shit.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
we've lost an entire fucking album. In this little hiatus we took, we had, 8 songs. I think it
Bradley
was.
remembers more of the missing fucking 5 songs.
Was it 5?
I call them the missing 5. The elusive missing 5. Bradley remembers more of that shit than I do.
Well, he needs to bring his happy ass out to practice one night and fucking teach us.
Show us how to play our songs.
Yeah.
Bradley, I know
Good
you're
idea.
listening. Come show me how to play that shit.
Speaking of Bradley,
Yeah.
I would like to move on to our next subject here, and it's about beards and length.
That was the worst segue ever.
And is it genetic? Because I've teased that kid of yours many times over his beard because it's taken a while for it to fill in. But man, he holds on to it.
Well, it's weird because his
And it's
mom's
starting-
hairy as shit, too.
It's
so,
starting to
like,
look good though. Brad's starting to get more of a beard. as
He
he's
likes
gotten
his
older.
mustache more than he likes his beard.
Him.
And I'm not. No, I think that's terrible. Mustaches. I mean, he looks fine, but like mustaches in my brain, immediately I'm like, that guy looks at kids for too long at the park.
It's a most
That guy glanced at that kid for a little longer than I'm comfortable.
You're talking just a mustache.
Yeah,
and a
unless
beard.
it's that long mustache, and then it's hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. Oh, the Hulk Hogan.
otherwise it's a mustache.
no stash. Gross.
Hey, sorry, I didn't
But you
make
got
it up.
Yeah.
No, I didn't make that fucking.
No, but there's
I
a
didn't start
question
that
here.
Trend of having a mustache and looking-
Mustaches are cool though. Again, like
They are.
So
you
are
know?
mullets. And
Audrey
that's
and I were
not-
talking about this the other day. Yeah, and now all of a sudden they're cool again.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think it's easier for this generation to grow facial hair. I literally couldn't. My shit looked just like Joe Dirt's until I was 39.
really.
Yeah, like
You should shave it
yeah.
back all white trashy like that.
You mean to tell me it grows in all white trashy like that?
You were so ingrained with white trash DNA.
I don't know what that means, man, but yeah.
But yeah, basically that's
Basically,
what's going on.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
what do you think? You've got a question here: beard length, genetic.
Yeah, you think it comes from your? Well, we were just talking about
Mine
it.
will not grow any longer than this right here.
Yeah,
that's it.
Jeremy and I
Yeah.
both started just not cutting our beards about when Jupe started, like 3.5 years ago, and it it just stays there, and Stacy trims us up and never takes any length off, but hell, my dad could grow a beard down to his belly button. At least he did once, and then he was trying to light a fire with diesel, and it turned out it was unleaded, and then he didn't have a
Mine grows out, not long.
But Lou is fantastic beer. You know,
Does it get longer than that, Lou?
I think it's about as long as it's going to get.
What about your hair? Did it ever just stop lengthwise?
It still keeps getting a little bit longer.
Does it? I'm curious about mine. This is the longest mine has ever been in my entire fucking
now
life.
it's
pretty long.
slowing down, but it still gets some.
I was trying to keep mine from being transparent.
So I do believe, to answer the question, is your beard length and beard growth genetic? Absolutely.
Yeah, because some guys like Hillbilly can grow a fucking beard to their belly button.
Well, and I
dude.
can too. Like my beard will grow and grow and grow. And
What?
It's, yeah.
Well, then do it already.
Yeah. My girl likes it a little shorter.
See, my old
Like I
man
say,
like
she likes
could shave at 6 o'clock in the morning, and by the time he got home, it was like, "Did you shave today?"
So that's how I
Yeah,
was
you know.
at 13. No bullshit.
Yeah.
I could grow a beard at 13.
So
Hey, Ma, I got a fucking beard.
I'd be curious to see the,
those
you
guys
know,
live-
the beard my dad could have grown. I bet,
Oh,
I bet it
yeah.
was
Oh,
serious.
yeah. Your dad never cared for any facial hair, really?
Yeah, they're a little bit towards the end. He had that little.
Yeah,
You know,
the
for a
biker
while.
stash.
And he always had them rocking fucking chops, too.
Yeah,
Those guys
Oh, yeah.
survived the 1800s. It was required to be able to grow a bunch of sandpaper on your face just to protect you from the elements by
Yeah.
the afternoon.
Yeah,
You had
absolutely.
to- that's how
Man.
you knew you were a man.
Man, I remember I went to go see my dad. You know, like when he was in the memory care, and you know they give him a
Cheers to your
haircut.
pops. Cheers.
Yeah, yeah.
Cheers to Gino.
You know, and he always hung on to that little bit of hair there in the middle. You know.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And so
dude.
he still had the, you know, everything like the George Costanza, but he still had a little bit in the middle. And so I went to go see him, and they, no, they just cut it all off.
Oh, no.
Does he know you did that?
Was he fucking cranky?
Well, I don't
Were
think
you cranky?
He wouldn't have remembered.
Oh.
It's
Too-
okay,
too
guys.
soon,
It's okay.
but were you
it's,
cranky?
it's okay to laugh. It's fine.
Yeah, I had a fucking
It's
guy
fine.
kick
But I was
someone's
like,
ass.
he was losing a lot of it anyway. But they were just like, well, let's just
Dude,
go
I
and
remember your
finish
old
it.
man had that rockin' pomp as like just basically
yeah,
he
he did.
had
He
like
had
the
the-
dad
He
haircut,
had the
right?
peninsula, yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
And then so they got out of the hot tub one night and you and I were hanging out in the kitchen. And I hadn't realized the quality of comb over that he had been
Oh,
rocking.
dude.
I didn't realize it was a comb over. This
was a-
motherfucker, like
It
he
was
had
a
the
comb.
most
It was a comb over and then a come back. and then
Hell,
he
yeah.
had the most beautiful, like fucking Kanye Twitty hair all the time, and I was like, "That's rad."
Looked
and he
like
got out
fucking
the,
Woody
he
Harrelson
got
on
out
Kingpin.
the
dude.
hot tub. Yes, no,
Yes,
and that
exactly.
motherfucker. Yes, dude, he looked
Yeah.
like Big Earn. He had the fucking hair hanging down one side.
Oh hell
And I
yeah!
was like, "Fuck, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
And you were like, "Yeah, you didn't know that's how he did that?"
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
fucking-
"Fuck, I'm
That's
oblivious, dude."
That's amazing.
With a lot of pressure from those guys to keep badassery alive.
Oh, dude, our
Those
dad's
guys-
generation.
Yeah, those
was
guys are the
last.
original badass. Like today, people take pictures with their guns because they, want to look cool on Facebook. Those guys have their shovel head and their shotgun just because they were going to the store.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
you had to be badass back then. You had no choice.
Yeah, I hadn't seen my dad in about a year, and he lives out here in Nampa. And I hadn't seen him in about a year, and I showed up, and he had this long-ass fucking Sam Elliott fucking hair all of a sudden.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Still, like, full and all silver fox, dude, and the full, fucking handlebar-y mustache coming down with the little soul patch in the middle, dude.
Fuck
And
yeah.
I was like, what the
Hell
fuck?
yeah,
comes out of his trailer with this fucking do-rag on over the ears like he's Mike Muir from Suicidal.
Oh.
And I'm like, you buy a motorcycle?
Did you tell him hell yeah, brother?
I did.
Hell yeah, brother.
I did, and then he said some negative shit and was like talking about his tinfoil hat and a bunch of other shit. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
the worst segue ever other than your last one.
dude.
Well, what
You got
pissed-
bad at this over
I'm not.
Christmas
I'm not a
vacation.
professional at this, dude. I fucking talked to you one day and said let's do a podcast, and we didn't even have any gear. Like seriously, you're like, I'll do it. So I went and bought some gear. Like,
Well,
where
that
do I
takes-
plug it in?
I'll do a
takes us
podcast.
back to that recording studio.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to be shooting from the hip on that thing too. But
I think this thing has helped us, though. I
oh
think,
yeah,
I think
No,
doing the
you've,
podcast
you've learned
has helped us.
you've learned the computer side, and Jeremy's been a sound engineer for Jupiter's Child
Yeah.
for the last 3.5 years or however long that was. He got real good at everything microphone, so there's no damn reason we can't.
No, we're
least give
doing
it a
it,
shot.
and I don't care if it doesn't sound perfect because it's not supposed to.
No, it's
not
gonna
supposed
though. Holy shit, is it
Yeah, it's
gonna?
gonna be so good. I can't wait.
It,
for you to see
we're
those
gonna give you a
lines.
Chinese democracy. It's gonna be 13 years. It's gonna take us to make this album. I'm gonna be like, I loved this track, but there weren't enough lava lamps in the fucking room. If I could just get one more lava lamp,
One more.
Won't see Jeremy for a week, and he'll be out there beating on buckets of water and shit, trying to come up with the right sound.
I need I need a 53 Studebaker outside idling. Leave the door open.
No, I want that mic 3 inches closer.
He used to have one of those, but it was a tow truck.
Oh, 55 Studebaker.
Yeah,
I
55?
regret fucking selling that so bad.
Dude, well, I got that for free, and I was like, where the fuck am I going to put this thing? And I'm
I
like,
want
Jeremy's
it.
got room in his yard. Do you want this? And he's like,
55
okay, I'll take
Studebaker
it.
tow truck.
Yeah, I think it was cool.
Dude, remember sticking it on that S10 chassis and the fucking wheelbase was too
Yeah.
short? And I was like, I fucking love it. We're doing
Yeah.
it anyway. Run it short.
That was a beautiful thing, dude.
I sold that. I wish I hadn't. You guys
It's
got a
alright.
bunch of shit you regret selling? You got at least
Oh,
one
yeah.
thing in your life, the holy grail item you regret selling.
My number one is giving. I didn't sell it, but to my ex-father-in-law for his 60th birthday,
Oh, the Chrysler.
I gave him my 66 Chrysler.
You should still have that Chrysler.
I know, because I will say, dude, I was a nice guy and gave him back the panhead after I left his daughter. two years later, I said, hey, man,
Yeah.
you should have this fucking 56 panhead because it was your first bike. You're getting older. You're blind in one eye. You should probably ride this until you can't ride anymore. So I gave it back to him. And you guys remember how pretty it was?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
immediately ripped that beautiful fucking front fender off of it.
Of course he did.
Put some piece of shit Springer front end that barely even works on it. Dented the goddamn gas tank again. The thing looks like a fucking rat bike now after all that time I put into it. So I'm a little bitter.
Yeah.
I'll tell you I'm a little bitter, but
I picked up on that.
it was his first bike that he
There
bought.
were hints of that, yeah.
He bought that bike back in 1978. From
It's a 50s, right? It's
1956 original,
Yep, that's
number
right.
matched, hardtail, dude, beautiful bike, really cool bike. So and I don't regret giving it back to him by any means because I love the dude. He should ride that out till he can't ride anymore.
Oh, yeah.
You know, bottom line. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's just how that should go.
Yeah, but that Chrysler, man.
I was kind of, and I still kind of kick back some days and hope that one day he's like, hey,
They
bro.
call you and hey, you liked this car. You should have it back.
And I really hope that one day he's like, he did the right thing and gave me that motorcycle back. And, now he just drives some stupid truck. He needs to let Lou do burnouts off of curbs and
Ripping
and shit like
shitties.
that. You were the only one to get both back tires to fry on.
Yeah.
That thing.
I think it's yeah.
You know what? It just snowed recently out here, and my truck. I drive a '91 Silverado shitbox. Man, it is
Shitbox edition.
It's actually
Cassette player in
It's
it,
no, fuck! It didn't even come with a cassette player in it.
Really?
It's just fucking terrestrial radio.
I like it.
It's the Z69 shitbox edition. But I'll tell you this. Motherfucker is made for ripping shitties.
Fuck yeah.
It snowed. I drove to work like this. Beer.
I get so immature every time it snows. It's so
Me
hard
too.
not to drive like an asshole.
Well, I have to know what that truck's
I mean,
gonna
not out
do.
in other-
I got it in the summertime.
Yeah, you got to
You know?
know if you can be able to not overcorrect. So
I'll tell you,
practice
they've
sliding
got the
sideways.
5.7 liter, and I'll tell you right now, this motherfucker do burnout in the sunshine. Man, I don't give a
Talking some
fuck.
fucking
We're talking
muscle.
some fucking muscle.
Fuck yeah.
Ain't got 4 tires that match on the fucking thing.
It actually doesn't. This isn't a joke.
I was gonna make this is not a joke. I was gonna make. Do you remember in the 90s? This is so great. I'm excited now. In the 90s, do you guys remember what Chevy was using for the theme song for their Silverado edition?
Bob Seger, man.
Like
a rock,
rock, right? So I'm gonna make a fucking parody. My shit box.
dude. This is all we're gonna find on the studio gear.
None of
You
the
know that,
tires
right?
match. My shit box. Got a broken tailgate latch. My shit box.
Yeah, these are all true too. This is what's beautiful.
Oh, dude, fucking. But it gets me to work every day, and I
Fuck
love
yeah,
it.
does. I like that truck. actually.
Transmission broke fucking 3 weeks into it.
Yep.
Had to fix that.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 times.
No, that's just the motion I make when I fix transmission.
Oh, all right.
That's the fixing
Oh,
transmissions gang.
Note 333 when we officially fell off the fucking rails.
Oh, you've gone this
We're
whole
getting-
time without
we're getting better.
peeing.
Oh, no, I had to since 22 in. So
Yeah. So
We're talking-
that's a good segue into what pisses you off.
having to piss when nobody needs me to want to have to get up and piss.
I like this question. Is this a you question, Hyatt?
Like in
Well,
general.
I was just
Yeah.
curious if anything out there. Well, we just got done with the holiday.
The
you know, the kind of the
thing-
stresses of the holiday and stuff. So when you're out there and you got the little extra pile on your shoulders and You're out there driving around in traffic, and then there's that median that, you know, that just won't let you fucking turn left.
Oh, yeah. Out here in Caldwell, I don't know what it's like out there, but out here in Caldwell, they decide some places that you're not allowed to turn left out of a Walmart. So you have to go all the fucking way around it.
No, somebody decided that a couple of years ago that just mankind is incapable of turning left anymore. So they made these
unless
through
you're
turns.
fucking NASCAR.
Yeah, they made these through turns, so you have
That's
to go.
just because, dude, fucking people they're like, you know what, I'm going to pin it and turn left and say, good luck, everybody else. You know?
But now
I
they
don't
put
care.
them through turns down there where you have to go into oncoming traffic and swing a U-turn to come back to where you were. I don't know if it's a lot more safe or not, but
You know what
That's
fucking...
what- yeah, well,
you know what pisses me off?
Tell me.
I'll fucking tell you.
I'm ready.
The fucking potato man at Maverick over here in
I don't know
Caldwell.
who that is.
Well, if you go in there and see him, have you ever seen Hot Fuzz?
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie
Oh,
Hot
yeah.
Fuzz?
Yeah.
Okay, you know fucking Narp and
Yep.
Yarp
Oh, yeah.
guy? He works at Maverick in Caldwell. I fucking swear to God. Well, hold on. He works at
Okay.
Maverick in Caldwell because every time I go in there, there's one poor elderly Hispanic woman working the counter, and she's doing a fucking rad job. Then he stands there and just one goofy eye stares at the ceiling while he mops the fucking counter.
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
And the line just stacks up behind that one lady. It's just stacking.
Well,
he's
and
over
I'd
there.
go into everybody's like, well, why don't you use the self-checkout? Because I fucking still need smoke, stupid. And I can't fucking do that.
Yeah, can I walk behind the fucking counter?
And I'll tell you why I hate Potato Man, because he fucking doesn't, he sounds exactly like I just described. Yeah, no. The dude's like 29, bald to the back of his head, probably has never smelt pussy in his entire fucking life.
Thank God.
He ain't had pussy since pussy had him. Now, here's something else that pisses me off.
But do you know what pisses me off real quick before you go?
I was on a
Into your
tangent.
next fucking Potato Man pisses me off now.
Now you're mad about Potato
I'm
Man.
fucking
too?
pissed off
Look
at
at
this
it's
guy.
spreading like fucking the stand.
I don't like him. My blood pressure's up.
Drive-throughs piss me the fuck off. Oh, just the idea of it. They're gonna fuck my order up.
I didn't get my fries today.
Somebody's
I
gonna
didn't get
eat
my sausage
fries.
yesterday.
God damn it.
The guy in front of me doesn't pull up quick enough ever.
Or far enough.
Ever.
Yeah.
The McDonald's was like, you know what we'll do? We'll merge two lines of these fucking idiots into one, and then they'll have to battle for supremacy to get their McMotherfucker, and nobody's gonna be happy. Here's how you subvert that. You go inside. Now you've made a terrible fucking decision.
That's a McStruggle.
Yeah, because now you got a stupid computer you got to order your own shit on.
Yeah,
and then
Garrett-
the
that's a-
14-year-old working behind the counter who doesn't understand the alphabet, fucking
or doesn't understand how to communicate at all with people.
Yep.
this leads
He's
into my
mad.
third thing that pisses me off.
Kids these days.
Every McDonald's ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Of all time.
You know who doesn't fucking suck? Wendy's. Good job, Wendy's.
Good job, Wendy's.
You're out there doing the thing.
I don't like their food, though.
Oh, my blood pressure just went up a lot, boys.
I know you're taking all the pissed off.
Sorry, what are you pissed off about? Did I Trump? Go
Me?
ahead. Yeah.
Well, this is we don't have time in this podcast to talk about what pisses me off.
How about you pick one thing? Or four things like I did.
Okay. And I won't even go into why. 5-finger death punch. There's all four of them right there.
Man.
You sound moody.
I feel like we should have seen that one coming. But
He set us up for it.
Can I hit our drummer with the lava lamp?
No, that's a lovely lava lamp. Do you guys like my lava lamp?
That's what I look like when I dance.
I love lava lamps. Fun fact about lava lamps,
They don't piss you off.
they were invented in 1814 by Aloysius Lava DDS.
Lava wishes.
The same guy who invented the adult diaper. This is a fact.
And post-it notes.
You can trust me. I have a doctorate
Really?
in science.
Romy and Michelle.
So-
What?
That was Romy and Michelle.
What pisses Lou off? Because Lou, it takes a lot to really piss you off. I've seen you pissed, and
with
it's
my
not
microphone?
necessarily fun, but
Farts.
unless it's
well,
yeah, outside of farts, what
outside of
pisses
farts,
you off?
man, people not being situationally aware.
Oh,
know,
here.
That's
here.
your number one.
Like, oh, dude, it drives me fucking crazy.
Read the room is what you mean?
Yeah, you know,
Fucking
like
yeah.
an example. You know, you're backing out of a parking spot, and you're about halfway out. Now you're backing up. which
Right.
is not the normal way of travel in a fucking vehicle.
Not typically, no.
Right? So already you're at a disadvantage from the asshole coming zipping by, knowing that you're backing out, but not stopping for you. And then you get flipped off because you're the fucking
Oh, I
asshole.
guess
that
I'm
didn't
the
stop
fucking asshole.
while
So-
you're going in reverse.
So, speaking of
man.
flipping you off and you getting pissed,
I know the fucking story coming.
there was a dude one time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he was on a moped or something, and then he cut you off. And I remember you needed brakes. You were
Yeah.
into the metal,
Yeah.
and he cut you off on the
old
way
the
home,
old Malibu.
and you had to jam on the old brakes.
I did.
And then what happened?
Well, he turned around. Well, he fucking flipped me off because
That's
I
right.
honked at him, and so I proceeded to follow him. He hung a right down, going down Linder from Cherry Lane.
Yeah.
And there was road construction,
Yeah,
so he had to come to a complete stop, and I come grinding to a fucking halt.
literally.
Yeah. And like, well, here we are. So I hop out of the car. I fucking go up to him. I'm screaming at him. And he just fucking looks at me and like, kind of like fuck off.
Through his helmet.
Right. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I can't punch him because he's wearing a helmet. Right. So I pushed him over. I pushed him and his fucking moped over.
Good day.
And I'm like, this is gonna start a fight. This is gonna give a reaction. And he got on his moped, started that little fucker up, and says, "Fuck you, asshole!" And off he went. There was a dude driving operating a backhoe that was just laughing his fucking ass off, man. Traffic backed up. It was like, what the fuck did I just see?
That is
was
the
good.
best. You were on your way to practice, I remember.
Yeah.
That's twice you've actually
Oh, man.
showed up at
I
practice.
got to practice. I was
The
like,
one
guys,
time was-
I might go to jail. I don't know.
The one time was the story we talked about where you kicked that kid upside down.
That's right.
Because you tripped over the dog. So that's one time. Then you
Tripped
showed up
over
to
a
practice.
dog, kicked the kid upside down.
Yeah. And then now you pushed over Moped Man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
asshole.
Shit.
Come on in.
Hi, welcome back,
Yeah,
Jeremy.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What were you saying about being situationally aware?
Yeah, well.
Read the fucking. Hey, I'm back.
man.
It's almost like I never left.
Yeah, it really isn't. But you would be laughing really hard after Lou talked about pushing poor Moped Man over.
Oh, dude, that's one of my favorite Lou stories ever.
It really
you
is.
missed it.
It really is, and I'm really proud of you for pushing that guy over. Because
you
fuck
know,
him.
yeah.
You know.
Well, again, it didn't seem right to
Well,
fall
just-
off and hit the dude in the fucking head when he was
my
wearing a
favorite
helmet.
part of that whole thing was like I'm left, much like a wonderful Hitchcock film. I'm left to fucking draw.
What happened?
This all happened in 2020, 25, 2025.
2025. Like a Hitchcock film, you're left to draw the picture for yourself in your head.
Ah,
So
okay.
Lou describes, I got out of my car, and instead of like, because he was wearing a helmet, yes?
Like a fucking full-faced closed
So
helmet.
he
On
was
his
like,
Vespa.
well, I can't fucking smack him in the mouth like a bitch. So I see you out of frustration, just like, fuck.
Yeah, like this is gonna start a fight.
You showed up and told us this story at practice.
Here it is.
This was on your way to rehearsal.
If I was the one on the fucking Vespa and I got pushed over, I would be fucking throwing hands.
You would have thrown the
Oh.
Vespa at them.
Yeah.
That's just
Just-
how
yeah.
that works.
This poor asshole had to go home.
He was already riding a Vespa.
and he got road rash while on a Vespa. Figure
This
that fucking
poor
shit
asshole.
out.
Well, they got laughed at by a bunch of construction workers too.
This poor
So,
asshole had to go home and tell his husband.
Mom.
Yeah.
He had to tell his husband that he got fucking shoved over off because of Vespa. Clearly, he was gay, right? That's
Yeah, I mean, likely
Or secure.
or into he's green.
fuck. You're
You
riding a
wanna
Vespa.
pollute
You're
the
gay.
environment.
You won't convince
Right in
me
it.
otherwise.
Right
You
in
and
it.
I got gay as fuck on a
On
Vespa
a
once.
pink Vespa. Oh fuck. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
remember
if-
that? Were you there for that one?
If anybody can get a hold of,
I don't know. Is that
do
over
you
at
remember
Jay and Amy?
Jay's neighbor?
Jay's house?
yeah,
Jay's neighbor.
if anybody get a hold of Jay's ex-wife, our friend Amy, she has photos of that
Oh, dude, we were so
do
gay.
remember that.
We were fucking two up on a pink Vespa.
on a pink Vespa. Beep, beep. beep, 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 beep down the fucking road. And it
Sounds like the horn on my Kia.
and it was two-stroke. And it was
best
two-stroke.
Vespa horn?
And no bullshit, it was fucking pink.
That's amazing. Can you
And
do the
Jer-
Vespa horn again?
Beep, beep. And Schmidt had a fucking beer in his hand, and he's riding bitch. That's
With
right.
fucking flip-flops
With
on.
flip-flops and shorts and maybe no shirt. And the picture is him leaning off. He's off to the side like this. He's all, woo!
And I'm holding on to you around the fucking
Yeah, oh,
chest
yeah.
with my other hand.
With one, the other hand was in my pocket. You know what I mean?
And the other one's
Good times.
hailing a taxi cab.
So, real quick, before we jump into one more subject, we're talking about favorite stories of Lou. I have a favorite story of Lou that kind of pisses me off. But he was working one day. He was at work one day, and he goes to like help this lady who she was. She was Asian and did not have the best of English. But she comes in, and Lou's like had enough of this gal. She's being rude, and he finally like tells her to kick rocks, basically, right? Am I right? Am I going the right way with this?
It was like the third time she had come back because...
And she was getting frustrated because of the language barrier. Am I right?
No, well, yeah, basically.
And just
she
being an
kept getting
asshole.
the wrong color because she wasn't telling us what she fucking wanted, basically.
Yeah. So then she comes in on the final day and deals with management. Management gets her helped out, and she's happy about it. And she looks at the manager, and she says, "You had a much better attitude than a fat boy yesterday." So Lou comes and tells us this at practice, and we're just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
That's a good. I love that story.
Well,
You
what
would
was
always
funny is
show
that
up with-
when my supervisor told me that, I was like, "That's probably the funniest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life, man." You have much better attitude than a fat boy yesterday.
That's so good, man.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah. I'm still mad at her too, Lou. You want to know what pisses me off?
That fucking bitch.
So, do you guys want to do album of the week? Can I do album of the week? You know, I'm trying to break it here. Trying to break it, dude.
Dude, 43 years on the planet, that was the best placed fucking bitch I've ever heard in my entire life. Fucking bitch?
Oh, shit.
God, you're only 43.
Is that right? 43, I always forget.
Yeah, you're
43?
43.
Jesus.
I always think I'm 1 year older than I am.
I'm the oldest Blacktooth now.
I don't think so. Are you older than I?
Yep.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Derek was 20 years older than me. Derek's old. He's old. I will
50,
forever.
like
we
59.
played his 40th fucking birthday party.
Is that right? Farmer Brown's was
At
his
Farmer
40th?
Brown's was his 40th.
One of us had like fucking hantavirus
That
or something.
was our old drummer Randy had gotten a staph infection helping out at Hurricane Katrina, and it moved into his fucking ear, and he played that show with 105-degree fucking
He
temp.
says he was helping
Yeah.
out in Hurricane
Yeah.
Katrina. I think he was down there ripping copper wire out of trailer house.
I think he was down there fucking...
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck that dead asshole.
He's dead. Yeah, fuck him.
Oh yeah, no fucking.
You know he was.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Florida man, you know what I'm talking about? I'm not allowed. He literally would say
Copper
well,
wire and catalytic converters.
I'll tell
yeah,
you,
dude.
goddamn Harley Davidson, New Mexico, man. I saw a goddamn alien out there on the street. Oh shit, dude. And I tell you what, man, I'm not allowed back to Florida, man. I tell you, I got a warrant out of Florida, old shit, dude. My Harley Davidson, New Mexico, man. Old,
Big homie.
big homie shit, Harley Davidson, dude.
Goddamn Jacksonville, Florida said, no, thank you.
Fuck. There it is. Goddamn, boys.
Man,
Good job, Lou.
I tell you,
Yeah, you always bring it, Lou. You always bring it.
on the fly.
Oh my fucking god!
This is
Oh,
why
we have to all of our merch from now on.
Jacksonville, Florida says,
Oh man, I'll
no,
tell you, old
thank
goddamn
you."
old Jacksonville, Florida said no, thank you.
So good. My eyeballs hurt, dude. I'm laughing. I'm crying. I'm fucking crying over here. Jesus. That's good, Lou. Fucking proud of you.
Thank you.
All right.
Fuck.
What do you think, Hyatt?
You were album of the week. And
I was gonna, but it doesn't mean anything now.
We still got time. Fuck, we got all the
We
time
do.
in the world now.
We do. So we're gonna do album of the week, and I know
Usually
I know
I have
you
to
boys.
piss really bad by now.
I know you boys know
I do.
how important this album is to me because I do have this shit tattooed on my arm, even. But my number one influence in fucking metal, rock and roll, fucking whatever you want to call it, outside of Zeppelin, of course, but is this album here, Corrosion of Conformity, No Fucking Deliverance.
Fuck
Right
yeah.
there.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
it is.
Pepper Keenan, dude.
Perfect album.
Woody Weatherman. You know Woody Weatherman, the guitar player? It's his only fucking job he's ever had is playing in Corrosion.
You know, I got in
Really?
trouble once in Salt Lake City, Utah for smoking a joint with Woody Weatherman.
What do you mean you? I mean, well, I guess you did.
I did get in trouble.
He did. But yeah, so I feel like a lot of Blacktooth sound, my vocals, you know, a lot of stuff
Oh, shit, man.
comes from
We
just,
have ripped off so many COC riffs. Just
oh, it's
Yeah.
just so good.
well, homage. We shall call it an homage.
I got America's Volume Dealer for Christmas.
on
You
vi-
did?
on
On
vinyl.
vinyl?
Oh
Yeah, dude.
shit!
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Incredible album cover, by the way. America's Volume Dealer.
Yes.
Agreed.
And I have the skull with all the spikes.
Is that Reed Mullen on drums on that one?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Reed Mullen had not gotten arrested at this point.
Not yet. And he's dead now.
He
Did
is
you know
dead
that?
now. Cheers to Reed Mullen.
Yeah, but
fallen
look at that,
brother.
dude. Look at that.
Beautiful camera.
Look
Can
at
you
the
see
camera.
that?
Can you
YouTube
see it?
people at home.
Maybe tilt it down.
Yeah, that's
you
the
go.
one.
That's the fucking dudes right there, man. And this album, I can remember the day I actually heard it. And they had done music before this album. They had the Blind album.
Yes.
Pepper Keenan was not actually the main singer. Mike Dean, the bass player, I believe, was the main singer.
No, Mike Dean was. They had another singer.
No,
Mike Dean,
I don't think so.
No,
We'll have to look that up.
Yeah, before Pepper Keenan, there was a guy singing.
Yeah. Okay.
That
I
was-
always thought it was Mike Dean, but
The first Pepper Keenan vocals were heard on "Vote with a
Vote with a Bullet, was when you heard him. But he does everything on this album.
And then they put an album out without him. Remember, and it fucking tanked.
It was awful.
Yeah, it was a bad album.
Yeah, it actually comes after this when they do that.
way after.
But I tell you what, I can remember I was actually running parts back in the day for Caterpillar Road Construction Shop, my girlfriend's family's, and I was fucking running that, dude, and I was listening to when it was pirate radio before it was 100.3
Oh,
DX.
fuck yeah, pirate radio.
And Clean My Wounds came on pirate radio, and I was like, who the fuck is this? And I didn't know, and they got done, and I've been hooked ever since.
Oh, yeah.
Very fucking rad album for me.
The band's original lead vocalist was Benji Shelton, although he had left within a year of its formation.
Yeah, and they had like 2 or 3 other dudes in and out, kind of, I think.
I don't know.
Because they were a crazy hardcore punk band in the beginning.
Yes. Prior to the Blind album.
Blind was the first
Yeah.
time that album.
They kind of went stoner metal.
They went stoner metal-y, yeah. The Mike Dean
The bass player.
has just left COC,
What?
Really?
replaced by a guy named Bobby Wagstaff, I think is his name. I'd have to look that up. That does.
Remember when we
He
saw
was
these
also
guys?
he'd also filled in for dudes in Down.
DDS.
So
Oh, okay.
DDS,
Was that
yeah.
DDS,
was that
yeah,
his
definitely.
choice or was that their choice?
no, Mike Dean has left the band like 2 or 3 times total now.
Yeah, rehab. Likely.
God, remember when we saw him in Salt Lake?
Yeah, working on the bus, and his mouth was half open, and 4 teeth were in it.
And he looked like, what did you say? Looked like Mr. Burns?
He did, dude. And he's all riding his fucking bicycle out of there to go wear off some of that energy
He had
before
some
he had to play a
energy.
show.
Energy.
Damn.
But yeah, so that's my gig.
And also, as far as album of the week goes, any other early Corrosion of Conformity albums are the ones to find too. Like,
Yeah, fucking. Well, you just said you just got America's Volume Dealer,
Yep.
which is actually a pretty old album now. I mean, it's over 20 years.
they're all
Remember,
over
right?
fucking. They're
Yep.
like 30 years old
Yeah,
now.
In the Arms of God, I believe, was one of their newest before they came out with that No Cross, No Crown
That was the one without
album.
Pepper Keenan.
No, that's got Pepper in it.
Are you
that
sure?
One does, yeah.
Oh,
Yep, and that one's actually really good. That's the one with the cover of Son and Daughter. by
that's
Queen.
a fantastic cover.
Yep, I can't. I'll figure that out later.
a Queen song. We interject that a Queen song. A lot of people may have not ever heard of. Like Queen did stoner metal once or
Fuck yeah,
twice.
they did. Yeah. So
Brian May is one of my all-time favorite guitarists forever. But Son and Daughter by Queen, very much a stoner metal song from the 70s.
Yeah, and if you, so I would, anybody
Early
listening,
root
go
stuff.
check that out. Go check out the Queen one first,
Yeah.
and then dip into the COC one because COC obviously tunes it down.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking unreal.
And
do such a
COC's
good
version
job.
of Give Me Back My Bullets.
Oh, yeah.
No, come on.
It's all kinds of good shit. So they are my favorite. I guess you would call them like a stoner metal, groove metal band. They're
Big
by
influence
far
on
my
our
favorite.
band, for
Big
sure.
influence,
Always.
Yeah, I'd say second place would be Down. After them for me.
Yeah.
But and Pepper Keenan's in that project, so that kind of makes sense.
Pepper's still out there fucking crushing it,
Dude,
man.
he fucking kills it, dude.
Cheers
That guy's
to our Pepper also.
Fuck yeah, Pep.
Pepper, he's over there right now. Look at that handsome fucker.
He's so cute. Fuck yeah, Pep.
Cheers to Pepper.
Yeah, so in some real news, there is a little bit of we've had a tragedy in the local Treasure Valley music scene. Our bro Randy lost his son to fentanyl, overdose in fentanyl.
Goddamn fentanyl.
He was a youngster, dude, and he overdosed on fentanyl, and we lost him. So they are putting together a benefit show January 11th called Shreddin' for Shredder.
Here
and
locally?
Excuse me on the camera, but I got to read here. It is here locally. There's going to be an open skate memorial deal at Rhodes Skate Park downtown Boise. That goes from noon to 4 p.m. I was told that they'll have some of the raffle they're going to be doing there, maybe a DJ playing some music and whatnot. And then after that, it goes over to the Shredder, the venue, the Shredder, downtown Boise. The door's there at 6 p.m. There is a $5 cover. There will be a silent auction. There will be a raffle. So anybody out there, they can contact Shane Hecht, Susan Pursley, or Angie Metcalf on there. And, find them on Facebook, look for it. But, get out and help out, man. Fentanyl's a serious fucking issue.
Yeah.
Is that an all ages show?
The Shredder's all ages.
It's usually
yes.
all ages, right? Yeah.
But they do have to be in a separate section. I believe it's upstairs.
Fentanyl's a fucking scourge, brother.
It is, man, and there's actually been a lot of issues with that. Where even a lot of people that have their dab pens, some of the people that have made some of the homemade cartridges and shit, and you're not buying them from a dispensary or somewhere. There's been fentanyl.
Well, fentanyl's the easiest thing to cut anything with. You cannot buy decent cocaine anymore without worrying about fucking dying from fentanyl.
No, so
you just quit buying all kinds of drugs, and if you don't think that's by design, I won't get into it, but if you don't think for a second that the fentanyl increased into the fucking streets of this country is by design from somebody to weed out all the motherfuckers that are going to overdose from fentanyl, to weed out, dude, they did it in the 80s with AIDS.
Yep, I agree.
I mean, fentanyl's a fucking scourge, man. We got our kids and their kids need to be aware of it.
Yep.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yep. No, you're right, dude. You're right, and look it up. Do your research, people. You'll see.
I mean, fentanyl didn't just start being the hip new fucking drug. It started fucking showing up in everything.
Every fucking thing.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, when I got in that accident a few months ago, I was in the ambulance on the way to the hospital, and they're like, give him, something about some fentanyl, and I was like, wait, isn't that the one I keep hearing about on the news? And they're like, no, it's okay, ours is regulated.
Nah, man, we got hospital grade fentanyl.
Right.
Dude,
no thanks.
Yeah, no, just we could talk for an hour and a fucking half about why fentanyl is killing certain demographics of people.
Yeah, 100%. And I'd like to send our condolences and everything
absolutely.
out on behalf of the Blacktooth family and Family in Black and all the local musicians and people that support it, man. Like get out and do this. That's go support Randy and his family and everybody that's lost him. A young dude. I can't even imagine the pain he's feeling.
Oh fuck, man,
losing his son.
What date was that?
That is January 11th, and it starts at noon at Rhodes Skate Park, downtown Boise. So get down there and check out some cool skating, man, and that kind of stuff too. It'll be knowing Angie and Susan and Shane that it's going to be a really, really good benefit.
Get out there and show some love.
Angie always works her ass off at that stuff.
Fuck yeah, Angie.
And I guarantee you that, nonetheless supporting a good cause, you will enjoy it thoroughly. It'll be good. So,
Well,
You
cheers
boys
to
ready to
a
go?
cheers to a fallen brother, then.
yeah. Oh, hold on, bud. You can't cheers me when I have empty hands.
Well, get your shit together.
Jesus fuck. I'm so sick of you already. You want to go make music?
I would.
You would?
I would love to do
All right, man.
You burnouts
Cheers.
ready to see your new jammer?
Cheers.
Yeah, driver,
I'm fucking
move
ready,
that
dude.
tour van.
Happy fucking
Cheers,
New
boys.
Year's, everybody. Music and fucking mayhem. I've been Justin.
I've been Justin,
I've been here.
I'm still Lou.
and
Thank
Fort
God.
Lauderdale said, no, thank you.
All right, man. We'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Bye bye.